Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to look at vectors inclined at 90 degrees. I want to look at this 90 degrees. This 90 degrees is the same thing as right angle vectors. A situation whereby two vectors are inclined at right angle, or they can say that the two vectors act perpendicular to each other. I want you to watch this video to the end so that you can understand how we can solve these vectors inclined at 90 degrees. Stay tuned. We are given F1 and F2, and both of them are acting at a right angle, that is 90 degrees. What we are going to do is to complete this shape, or we can say complete this to form a square in such a way that this is parallel to this. So if this is F1, here becomes what? F1. If this is F2, here becomes what? F2. Now we are going to join these 2 points of intersection between this and this and call the line what? R. That is my resultant. And because you're looking at vectors have both magnitude and direction. I told you last in my previous video that if you solve for the resultant, which is the same thing as magnitude, you will as well solve for the direction. If not, your answer will not be correct, or rather complete. Okay, now we have two triangles. We are going to bring out one to tell you how we can solve the problem. So we have this. This is my R, which is resultant. This is my F2. This is my F1. This is the angle acting between these two. This is the angle acting between these two. That is right angle what? Triangle. Now this stands for my what? Direction. Otherwise here is my what? Direction. We are going to use Pythagoras theorem to solve for the resultant or the magnitude. So use Pythagoras what? Theorem for magnitude. And Pythagoras theorem states that what? Hypotenuse square, which is the longest side, is equals to opposite square plus what? Adjacent square. Because this angle is facing F1, that is why it is said to be opposite. So we have R square is equals to F1 square plus F2 what? Square. Because you're looking for the resultant R, you are going to say R is equals to root of F1 square plus F2 square. Now this is how we can get the resultant. For direction, we are going to use trigonometry. Basically, we are going to use tan, and tan is what? Opposite over adjacent. So I will say for direction, use trig. Okay, so I'm going to use tan. Tan alpha is what? Opposite over adjacent. So that is F1 over F2. Since I'm looking for alpha, which is direction, I'm going to say alpha is equals to tan inverse of F1, tan inverse of F1 over what? F2 is going to give us what? The alpha. Now mind you that this is not the true direction. Why is it not the true direction? We cannot take our true direction from here, the horizontal. This is horizontal. Looking at the four cardinal points, this is north, and this one is what? East. If I extend it, I have what? South, while this is what? West. Okay? So since my direction is gotten on the horizontal, I'm going to look at this to get the angle here. And since this is a right angle triangle, my true direction will be what? 90 minus alpha to get my true direction. So I will say true direction equals to 90 minus what? Alpha. Because I have gotten my alpha here, which is the horizontal, whatever thing I have, I'm going to subtract it from 90 to get my true direction, so I can state my direction clearly. Now let us look at problem pertaining vectors inclined at right angle. Stay tuned. Okay, let's look at this simple problem on the board. Two vectors, 3 Newton and 4 Newton, act perpendicular to each other. Calculate the resultant and direction. Once you hear this word perpendicular, it means that they are acting at right angle. In other words, they are right angle vectors. So I'm going to sketch the diagram to enable me get my magnitude and direction. So I have this. This is the first one is 3 Newton, while the second one is what? 4 Newton. Okay, like we did the previously, I'm going to complete it to join the 2 points of intersection and call the line the resultant. So I have, okay, this is parallel to this line, so this is what? 3 Newton. This is parallel to this line, this is what? 4 Newton. So we join and call the line what? R. Because you're looking for the resultant, this is my what? Resultant. I have two triangles, but I'm solving with the what? The up side. So I have this. This is my R, which is resultant. This is the direction. 4 Newton. This is the right angle, and this is what? 3 Newton. Now, using Pythagoras theorem, you are going to solve. You say R square is equals to what? F1 square plus F1 square plus F2 square. R square is equals to, what is my F1? My F1 is what? 3. 3 square plus 4 square. Okay, so I will have now 3 square is going to give me 9, then plus what? 16. I'm going to add them together to get the root. So R square is equals to 9 plus 16 is going to give me 25. Okay, so I will say R, or I take root of both sides. Root of both sides, so that this will cancel this. R is equals to, the root of 25 is equals to 5. So this is 5 what? Newton. This 5 Newton becomes my magnitude or resultant. So I'm going to solve for the direction using tan. So let us look for the direction. We are going to use tan. Okay, and tan is opposite over what? Adjacent. Right? So let's go. Tan alpha is equals to, my opposite is 3, while the adjacent is what? 4. Okay, I'm going to say tan alpha is equals to, so using our calculator, 3 divided by 4 is going to give me 0.75. Since I'm looking for the alpha, I'm going to do tan inverse of 0.75. So alpha is equals to tan inverse of 0.75. Okay, so I'm going to do shift tan 0.75. It's going to give me alpha to be 36.87 what? Degrees. This becomes my direction. Okay, so what we're going to do next, this is not my true direction because all direction must be taken from the vertical. So this is north and this is what? East. And I've gotten this from here to be 36.87 degrees. So what will this one give us? Since it's a right angle, what I'm going to do is just to say 90 minus what I have to get the unknown. So therefore I will say true direction is equals to 90 minus 36.87. Okay, I will say 90 minus 36.87 is going to give me 53.13 what? Degrees. So therefore my direction is what? direction is what? Not 53.13 degrees what? East. Not 53.13 degrees east, because it's coming out from north and it's going eastwards. So this is how we can solve problem on vectors inclined at right angle. I hope you love this video. Please, if you are watching this channel for the first time, or you're looking for an avenue or a channel where your ward or your child can learn more on physics, I want you to join this community and subscribe for more educative videos. I'm going to put up an assignment, then you have to solve it and drop your answer in the comment section. Stay tuned in my next class. Bye.